Whenever we talk about any kind of parking enforcement, be it tickets, fines, you go into London, any charges of that nature, you have to get hold of the registered keeper's address and details before you can actually enforce anything you're trying to put on them. In this country, that is, of course, the DVLA, and we've all fallen foul of that many, many times. And in my opinion, the DVLA should not be giving those details out to anybody. But who am I to argue? I'm just a taxi driver. And I hear it said time and time again, well, what about all of these cars coming in from here, there, and everywhere outside of the country? What happens to them? Are they fined? Well, somebody's got the right hump about all this, and that somebody is Belgium. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well. Thank you once again for joining me. Appreciate all the support. Keep on doing what you're doing. It's great. Good to see you. Well, what happens when a driver from another country comes here, drives in London, falls foul of the ULEZ, goes away, no intention to pay? There are units, there are companies that have been contracted to actually locate, hunt down, and issue fines and enforcement on these individuals. I think there's 4 from memory that Sadiq has actually given multi-million-pound contracts to get this done. Really wants his £12.50s after all. Well, Belgium, of all places, has condemned this whole thing as unlawful because when, enforcement letters are sent to their citizens, they're like, well, hang on a minute. How have they got hold of the data to enable us to actually receive a letter of fine from Sadiq's ULEZ in the first place? Something doesn't add up here. Well, there's a lot to this, and you can see here, Belgium condemns Sadiq Khan's ULEZ as over 20,000 EU drivers unlawfully fined in alleged criminal data breach by TfL. Now, this is the whole key to this EU. If we scroll down a bit, this was released on the 23rd of October, so yesterday. Authorities in Belgium have condemned TfL over alleged breaches of data protection laws. Since Brexit, UK authorities have not allowed access to the personal data of citizens living in the EU for non-criminal enforcement. However, Belgium's Ministry of Transport has claimed thousands of people driving EU-registered vehicles have been unlawfully given fines for breaching ULEZ. A Belgian court has accused a collections agent who works with TfL of abusing its legal powers, and there's our friend there. These details were passed on to a parking agent for UK enforcement, and Belgium MPs have called on the government to take action. So, this is far-reaching. In the statement, TfL said on behalf of the agent, any company working on our behalf is contractually required to ensure that data is processed in line with the relevant data protection legislation, and no Belgian driver data has been shared with us or the parking agent since the ruling by the Belgian National Chamber of Judicial Officers came into effect. So what I would like to know is how come then 20,000 drivers have had their collars felt? Something doesn't quite add up here somewhere. Is this yet another deceit? You let me know what you think in the comments below. It just doesn't work, does it? Any of it? Not at all. And then you've got people like Noel Cox out there trying to raise money to, take this on. It's a wonder it's still allowed to operate in any form whatsoever. Anyway, that's it. That's me done for the day. Thank you very much for your support and joining me as always. Look forward to seeing your views in the comments. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Support me and in a Cabby. Hit the like button. There will be big news coming at the end of the week, I hope. Fingers crossed. I'll let you know about that when I do. Leave comments, share everything about, and I'll see you when I see you. Toodaloo.